Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well because it is time for me to share with you my top 10 most beautiful experiences here in Europe so far. As an American living in Germany, I've had quite a bit of time to explore Europe, and I've seen some extremely amazing and beautiful things. So I figured I would take a little time and compile all those things into a list of 10 of the most beautiful things that I've seen or been able to capture on camera so far. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it with number 10, which would be the Glockenspiel house in Bremen. It was a stressful day. You have to imagine, Desi and I only had 6 hours to film a full travel guide in the city of Bremen, which was super busy, and until that day, I had never even been to Bremen before. So it was go, 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 full of stress until we got to the Glockenspiel house, which has been there for a long time. I don't really know when it was built, but I can tell you this. Since 1934, the bells on top of this house have been playing a tune once on the hour, every hour, except for at nighttime, I think. I'm not sure. Fact check me on that. But anyways, we get to the Glockenspiel house and the bells start playing. And in the midst of this busy city where everything is go, 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 everyone just stops what they're doing and listens to the bells. And that alone made that moment so beautiful. Check it out. Number 9 on our list just so happens to be our first time visiting the Czech Republic. The countryside was surprisingly beautiful, and while we didn't run into so many people, the people that we did meet were extremely, extremely nice. Have a look. Yeah, of course, we also explored that abandoned building, which wasn't so beautiful. But after that, we hit the road again and we found more beauty. Number 8 is by far one of my favorites. We went to the Netherlands and we spent a night in a super luxurious private jet. And the next morning, I was allowed to fly my own plane, which just so happens to be a lifelong dream of mine. We saw the Netherlands from above, which is extremely beautiful, but even more beautiful than that, I got to fulfill a dream. The plane. Oh my God. Oh my God. You just turned off the engine. Oh! Oh!
I did not turn off the engine.
Okay.
You just have a simulated engine failure.
Oh, a simulated engine failure. Awesome. Oh my God.
What do you do?
I'm going down. No. I'm just gonna glide.
Exactly.
Just gonna glide. It's a little bit harder to, okay. All right. It's a little bit harder to control, that's for sure, but holy shit. That's a sensation.
Now,
oh, okay.
Now the engine is not producing any power.
Okay, yeah, so can we turn that on? Number 7 holds an extremely special place in my heart. It's called the Aegidien Church. It withstood the bombing of Hannover during World War II. It's still there, right in the city center. And when you walk inside the church, you're transported somewhere special. With walls partially covered by ivy and Virginia creeper, we had reached point number 7 on the line. The Aegidien Church, or pronounced Aegidienkirche in my best German, stood first as a small chapel as far back as the 10th century. Rebuilt as a Gothic hall church in 1347, this church was one of the largest places of worship in medieval Hanover, only to be destroyed in 1943 during an air raid in World War II. Every time I visit this church, I am just left speechless. The feeling that this place gives off is just incredible. Can't really explain it. With the walls still standing as a memorial to the victims of war and violence, the bells still ring 4 times a day at 5 past the hour to be sure that they aren't drowned out by the other church bells in the city center. Spain is loaded with beauty, so of course it found its way to number 6 on this list. When most people think of Spain, they think of bullfighters and beaches, but I wanted to show you guys something a little different. I wanted to show you guys the unseen side of Spain. So we went into the mountains of Alicante, and what we found was nothing short of special. Have a look. This is like one of those roads that you see in car commercials where they test the cars on the tracks or on the curves. It's a lot of curves here. We're up in the mountains, a lot of bikers, and there's even some stones on the road, so it's one of those watch for falling objects type of places. It's amazing though. It's like a completely different world up here. The first place we're going to is actually a little village that's on the top of one of these mountains. I'm not really sure about the history of it, but when we get there, maybe we can find something out. It smells incredible up here. Flowers all over the place, fresh air, a lot of fresh wind, and I can actually see all the way to Alicante from here. There is a gigantic, I think it's a hotel. It's like 2 buildings and at the top it's connected, and I can see that from here. Benidorm. That's Benidorm, not Alicante. But I can see it from here. Number 5 on this list is a different kind of beauty. While walking barefoot through mud and on glass isn't really normally preferred, I was quickly captivated by the beauty and serenity and the therapeutic experience that I got from the Barefoot Park in Egestorf, Germany. I was left speechless by it. Check it out.
Time for a peyote ceremony, huh?
Belgium, on the coast of East Dunkirk, are fishermen who ride horses over the sands of the beach straight into the water with nets attached to catch shrimp. Not too far away from that, in France, are the bunkers from World War II left on the beach in Dunkirk. We saw both of those things in one day, making for an extremely beautiful experience. Coming in at number 4 are the beaches of Dunkirk. For number 3, we're heading back inland to Germany's Harz Mountains, where I took a 23-mile hike from little hobbit holes in a town called Langenstein, you could call it the Shire, all the way to the top of the Brocken Mountain, which is the highest peak in the Harz mountain ranges. The Brocken Mountain, though, and the surrounding woods are extremely beautiful, just a different kind of beautiful. Check it out. Perched high on a sandstone cliff, Castle Regenstein feels less like a ruin and more like a watchtower guarding the edge of two worlds. Beyond it, the forest thickens. It's the kind of forest where legends feel less like stories and more like memories etched into the trees. The trail leads me into the Harz Mountains, and that's when the landscape changes dramatically. The trees here are dead, trunks stripped bare. A ghostly army of skeletons standing in silent protest against the sky. It's haunting and strangely beautiful. The cause? A mix of things. Decades of monoculture forestry, climate change, and an aggressive bark beetle infestation that thrives in the warmer, drier conditions. And yet, despite the devastation, This place feels mythical.
And it says 36, so that's some type of an old marker. I'm not really sure what 36 means here.
Did you know that there is a real castle that inspired the Brothers Grimm to write the Rapunzel story? It still exists today, and in fact, you can climb Rapunzel's tower, which is exactly what Desi and I did. In fact, climbing the tower itself isn't really a beautiful experience because it's a medieval dungeon, but when we got to the top, the view awaiting us was something special. Overlooking the village during a sunset and sharing that with Desi just made that one of the most beautiful experiences that I've had here in Europe, making it number 2 on the list. I hope you enjoy it as much as we did.
Oh, this is cool. This is cool. So the stairs are really steep and the tower is pretty tall. But the good thing is, the climb upwards is broken up by what seems to be a room here. That's the dungeon down there. There is definitely no shortage of sketchy stairs in this place. I think we're almost there. Yeah, these stairs are much better. Wow. Wow. We are way up here. Coming, Ben?
Number 1 on the list is an experience that I was not expecting to happen. It took place about a year ago when my family came to visit me here in Germany, and we did what pretty much every American family would do when they come to Germany. We drove the Autobahn down south to the Alps because we wanted to see the Neuschwanstein Castle, which is one of the castles that Walt Disney used to basically create his Beauty and the Beast castle. As we were doing this, I walked down to this beautiful lake right in front of the Alp mountains, and I started flying the drone, taking some B-roll, and that's when I heard Alp horns. That's right. A group of Germans had gathered in Lederhosen to play Alp horns right at the foot of the Alps. It was super unexpected, but I was able to catch the moment on camera, and it made for a really surreal, beautiful experience. So coming in at number 1 are the Alp horns. Check it out. Funny story about that, by the way. The place that I was flying the drone, I was getting these beautiful, beautiful shots, and I land the drone and everyone's looking at me, and I'm like, why is everyone looking at me like this? You know, I'm just, you know, filming like everyone else here. And then I turn around and right behind me is a sign that says, "No drones allowed." Whoops, sorry about that. Normally I'm pretty good at not flying drones in places that you're not supposed to, but I got it anyways. That's it for the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have you ever been to Europe? If so, let me know in the comments below what was the most beautiful experience you've had while visiting. And if you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, because little things like that really help out small channels like this one. I hope you enjoyed the adventure, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe, because we go on these adventures all the time, so we'll see you next time. Peace.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. It's one small step for man, one giant leap